And welcome back to Know Thyself, Knowthyself. Our telephone number is 95646400. Hello?
Hello?
Who am I speaking to?
Good afternoon. My name is Kay.
Good afternoon, Kay. How are you this afternoon?
Yes, I'm very well this afternoon. But, you were talking about near-death experience?
Yes.
Well, it did happen to me.
It actually happened to you?
Yes, it did happen to me. I was certified, I was certified dead, and I woke up in a morgue.
In a morgue?
Yes, I woke up in the morgue, yes.
Goodness me.
So, I was, I had a miscarriage.
Yes.
And there was a lot of complications, and I actually, the nurse came in and she says, you're dying. And I said, yes, I realize I'm dying. She said, are you afraid? I said, no, I'm not afraid. And, well, I did die, and, it was very, very, it was very enlightening. It wasn't frightening at all.
You weren't...
I can honestly say that I was the happiest dead that I was alive. It was beautiful, actually.
So you weren't scared, you weren't scared at all, Kay?
No. And, it is what they say, it's a light. The light is brighter than the actual snow. It's whiter than the snow. And, I saw my grandmother, which had passed away, and, she said to me, it's not your time, don't come any further, but look down. And I saw my young son, he was 2 years old at the time.
Right.
And he said, it will be his time soon, but not yours. So in the actual fact that my son did die instead of me.
Oh, my goodness me.
I can honestly say that it's a beautiful, beautiful feeling. It is nothing to be afraid of. Well, at least it wasn't to me.
No.
And, I woke up in a morgue in those bags, the bags.
You were in a bag?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness me.
I woke up in the morgue. I was dead, clinically dead. I was dead for something like 18 hours. 18
hours?
Yeah. So my dad was there with me, and they were crying. I remember them distinctly crying, on the ends of the bed. And I said, why are they crying? I'm alive. But I knew that I had no feet, no hands, no arms, nothing at all. But I knew that I was there. So, that's a thought.
When you came back, did you feel that you wished you were still dead, or were you happy to be back?
I was happy to be back. I was very happy to be back because I had 2 small children still. Mm-hmm. But I was happy to be back. But like I said, it was. I've always thought to die is something very frightening, but it's not. It is not. It's a beautiful experience. So you're light, you're floating, you see everything and everyone, and it's quite beautiful. It's quite pleasant.
When you say you see everything, did you actually see yourself as well?
I saw myself on the bed as I was lying on the bed. Mm-hmm. That I was dead. Yes, I saw myself on the bed. But when I was floating out of my body, mm-hmm. There was no body at all. I know there was a soul there because I could see, I could feel. I was hurting for my parents who were crying. My husband was crying. I was hurting for them, but I couldn't sort of do anything to help them. So the doctor came in, signed the certificate, my death certificate, and then I saw them taking me to the morgue and like everything, and and there was something that I could actually certify because when I visit my doctor, when I came back to life and my doctor saw me, he said, you see these white hairs, you created them because he was the one that signed the death certificate. And everybody was surprised because actually I wasn't brain dead. I just came back normally, natural.
Well, this is the thing, you see. When you deprive the brain of oxygen, it doesn't take long for cellular death to occur. I mean, you start to die at a cellular level. What you're telling me here is quite remarkable. So they went as far as giving you a death certificate. You were dead for about 18 hours.
18 hours.
You have come back. Why did you come back?
I don't know. I don't know why. I never actually questioned it. I don't know why. I wanted to come back.
Yep.
I suppose just seeing my children, or I don't know, seeing my grandmother and telling me that
it wasn't your
this
time.
is not my time. I suppose I have no. I don't know, but I was glad to be back. But then when I woke up in the morgue, I got a bit. There was more frightening than anything else when I woke up in the morgue.
How has this experience changed your life, Kay?
For the better. I've become a better person, but for some reason, I think it gave me a knowledge, a spiritual knowledge. You can call it spiritual knowledge, because now I can actually see things that I couldn't see before, or I can understand things. I can see a leaf that it's tremor, and I know it's alive. It's not just a leaf.
Kay, as I'm speaking to you now, we're getting a lot of listeners that are sending me messages through email. We're getting some that are sending it through Facebook, others that are tweeting things. One of our listeners wants to know, when you saw your relatives that had passed away, did they look the same, or were they in spirit? How did you recognize them?
I recognized them by spirit, not the actual. There was no body, but I knew that it was my grandmother. I knew instinctively, because there was no. I had no body. She had no body. We just communicated like spirits, like in a spirit world.
So you didn't actually see your grandmother's body, but you knew it was her.
Yes, I knew it was her. Yes, but it's as though you could actually, whether I was on Earth and I could see her body and I knew it was her, I could actually feel her soul. So we communicated by soul. It wasn't even speaking to each other. It was just that I knew. It was something that I knew.
Fascinating stuff. Fascinating stuff. I mean, so you said there was a bright light.
It was a beautiful light. The light. I mean, I've seen the snow. The sun shines on the snow, and it's quite blinding. It's quite white, and that light. It was even more white than that. But it's a very calming light. It is very, very calming. It is. I just felt when I came back, actually. I felt like I was a diver in a very, very heavy suit. And when I died, that suit just fell off me. And I was free. I was floating. I was flying. That's the feeling. That's what I got. Have you shared this experience? I mean, obviously people that know you know that this is what happened to you. Have your friends changed their views about death, those that know you? Those that know me, yes, because it did happen to my father as well. He was in Canterbury Hospital and my father died. And, he died. He woke up in the morgue. So it happened to me and my father. And this is Canterbury Hospital, and they said they'd never seen anything in their lives. And there was a nurse there that she did not believe in God. And when my father came back, when he left the hospital, she came back and she said to him, Bill, I never believed in God, but now I do believe there is a God. So my father said, well, if my death had this effect that he saved us all, then I'm glad that I died. What an extraordinary story. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to one of our listeners, Kay, who has had not a near-death experience, an actual death experience, and has come back from it. I guess it probably technically is called a near-death experience. And from what she's telling us, it's a very calming, soothing, non-frightening sort of experience. Yep. Okay. That's incredible. It was nice sharing with you. Thank you. Thank you, Kay. I don't know how we're going to top that. I really appreciate it. Thanks for listening to us. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye.